Okay, so we're asked to find the circle centre here, alright? So we group the x squared x terms together, we group the y squared y terms together, okay, and then we complete the square. So remember, we complete the square bracket then with x and it's squared. Half of that then is minus 1. Take away then the square of this, which is 1. And then we go to the y squared plus 6y, then half of this is 3. And then take away the square of this then, which is 9. Minus 15 equals 0. So we have x minus 1 all squared plus y plus 3 all squared equals to 25 when you take that over the other side. So we've got the circle centre then, okay, which was for, circle centre was called A, is 1 minus 3. Okay, so part 2 then, they say a point P has coordinates 4, minus 7 and lies on C. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, do a little circle here, a little sketch. Okay, we know the circle centre is A, 1 minus 3, and we've got this point P, which is what, 4 minus 7. Okay, and that it says it lies on C, so it lies on the circle. And we're asked to find the equation of the tangent to C at this point P. So if I draw my tangent, it'll look something like that. Obviously, it's not drawn to scale, I haven't got the coordinates in the exact right places. That doesn't matter though, just to see, visualize here what exactly is going on. For the equation of the tangent, remember, I need the gradient. I've got a point, I need the gradient. To get the gradient of the tangent, well, I need to bring in this radius here and draw that in. And appreciate that the radius, of course, is perpendicular to the tangent. Okay, so if I can work out the gradient of the radius, knowing the gradient of the radius will help me then get the gradient of the tangent because they're perpendicular. So this will be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So it'll be minus 7, take away minus 3, over, so that's x2, that's y2, that's y1, and then x2 then is 4, take away x1, which is 1. So on the top there you get minus 4, on the bottom you get a 3. Now that's the gradient of the radius, but remember then, we want the tangent. So m1, m2 equals minus 1, minus 4 thirds m2 equals minus 1. So m2 then will be minus 1 divided by minus 4 thirds, take it over, and then you flip that fraction in the bottom, take the 3 up, so it'll be 3 quarters, and 2 minuses go. So that's the gradient of the tangent. Okay, so then what we do is we get the equation of the tangent. Okay, so remember then the equation is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So we'll have then my point P. Okay, so y1 is minus 7. Gradient is 3 quarters. And my x1 then is 4. Take the 4 up, and then 2 minuses become a plus. Multiply out. So we get then 3x minus 4y minus 30, I think, equals 0. No, it's minus 40, isn't it? Just double check that there. So get everything onto the right hand side. So 3x minus 4y minus 40 equals 0.